Day 11, on another missed day, but it's always a Friday. It's because I watch sport on that night, so I generally don't make any music, but that's not actually true for yesterday. I actually did a fair bit, so I was on a bit of a roll, so I went with it. I didn't record any of it, and I'm not going to play what I have yet currently. Just going to talk about where I'm at. Okay, so some of the good things I've done is I've pretty much followed what I said I would do with a lot of guitar rigs. They're all sort of hidden on the other monitor, but they're here. Bunch of guitar rigs. There's quite a lot of them. Might actually run out of CPU. I've never actually really ran out of CPU, not since I've had 2500K, but you never know. But it's a lot better that I run out of resources and actually follow through than sort of like saturate. So to show you the type of ridiculous excesses I'm probably going to go to, we've got a contact here. That is that's routed into, well, you can see anyway, it's routed into 4 group channels, which all either have guitar rigs on or will do. So I've got a bit of, and then we've got a bunch of muting going on here. I mean, they don't really sound very good at the moment. I don't know why I'm not hearing sound for that though. That's new. Okay, so I couldn't play anything even if I tried, so I'm gonna have to look at that. Unless they're just waking up the hard drives. So let's just wait. No. Whatever that is. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, that doesn't sound very good, but anyway. So gonna do something that I think is necessary now. It's what I call maintenance, and there's a few things I want to sort out. It's quite I mean, I set up my parameters. What I was going to do, I was going to give three copies of every massive with a group track. Excuse me, here we go with the coughing again. But it takes so long to add all that shit in. But I'm going to add a bunch of massives in now, so I've got more potential, because I tend to get quite saturated easily, and particularly when it's one of the things I do wrong. I just sort of get a little saturated is the right word. I get a little hesitant to add anything more to the project because it's sort of just blowing out, but I gotta sort of like take stock of that and at times add to it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to find out about battery, the default libraries that come with battery. I haven't used it yet. I mean, I know battery pretty well, very well actually, but I haven't actually used it. So, sorry, the default libraries or anything like that. But I just want to throw a bunch of default libraries in there so that they're there. And what else? Just clean up generally. It's getting a bit messy now. I want to cut this loop and dump it all into battery. I'm going to write that down. These are all things I normally wouldn't stop doing because I don't enjoy doing them. Cut loop out. I hate doing it. But the problem is it's necessary. It's not fun, but you know, it's just the way it goes. Anyway, I think I've got something pretty okay hidden under here, but I'm not going to play it until a little later on. I don't think it sounds like video game music, so that's good news. Something a little bit more in line with what I like to do, but it's still, yeah. No, I won't talk any more about it because it might go somewhere that I'm going to complain about now. So we'll just cut that off now, and we'll see how I'm going in a little while. I am back. Okay, so probably don't have much time to bullshit about what I've been doing, but everything I said I would do, I did. So, for instance, let's see, I do have a bunch of batteries lying around, yep. Yeah, they're there. Anyway, I've dissolved the drum loop I was using into components. at the moment I've only put in a couple of changes to the actual loop so far. I just want to get a bit of everything done really. So yeah, I've put them. They're not very good, the changes, in the sense that they're always using the same sample. I mean, I'm pretty tricky with the old. I'll I'll shorten the samples. Like I'll resample them with a different size, which gives them different sound, but it still kind of sounds like the same sample. So you can do other stuff like pitch shift and that type of thing. Just a mild little pitch shift on the end of a snare. Like if you got, say you got two snares, if you just pitch shift the second snare and shorten it, then it can often sound like a little bit more like what you would get from a drum kit or whatever. What else? So that's what else. Okay, everything has been expanded here. It's pretty crazy how much stuff is in here now, but that's all right. What I've got is it's kind of like a big mass of sound that needs to be cut out and worked upon, but I think I've got something a lot better than what I was running with before, so that's good. I've just dumped a bit of just noise really at the start. I'm gonna leave it there just because it gives us a bit of a integration into the start, but I wouldn't bet on it being any good or anything like that. Yeah, so I guess yeah, I'll play it, and then yeah, it is. I mean, there is a possibility that you may listen to this and say that is a massive sound. There's too much there, and that would be true. But I guess I can hear what I want to. So it's just a matter of extracting it out so other people can hear it. But maybe that's not the case. Anyway, so here we go. Oh yeah, and the arranger chain here, the setup is completely and utterly not true, except maybe the bridge. There is actually technically a bridge there. So there you go. Go.